Good evening, everybody, or good morning if you are in Australia. Today, I want to do an Oreo cheesecake. So we said Oreo, a cheesecake. So this is a very old recipe. I think I did, and it's only available in a short. I have put a link in the description box, as well as a list of the ingredients. Actually, the link to the old recipe is in the comments, right? So, really quick cheesecake, easy to make. You can make it, well, the video's in, you can do it in 90 seconds, but in reality, it's not, because you have to let this cheesecake solidify and come together in the refrigerator. That being said, I did a 3-ingredient little cookie. It's my substitute for Oreos. And so that's sitting there. And first we will mix up the crust, because it's nice to have a crust, isn't it? So grab a bowl. And while I'm doing that, let's have a roll call.
All right, we have Ella. Well, sorry, Ella's sitting and watch the replay tomorrow, so we'll say hi, Ella, like she's
Hi,
there.
Ella. Yes.
My sister from another Mr. Danielle Graves, Auntie Judy.
Hello, Auntie.
Ow.
How are you, Auntie?
Hobble in here. Mrs. Henderson. Hello, Mom.
Chris put a hip out.
And no,
I shouldn't laugh.
No.
I'm sorry, but it's the saying that made me laugh. You're going to put a hip out or something like that.
let's see just how bad the suggestions get in the comments as to why I put a hip out.
Right.
Lily Albright is here.
Hello, Lily.
Mrs. Louise Brava.
Hello, Louise. So nice to see you. Happy
Chef
New Year.
Fat Grams.
Hello, Chef.
Hello, Chef. Lackey is here.
Oh, yay. How are you?
Patty Shanks.
Hello, Patty.
The lovely Kelly Bow.
Hello, Kelly.
Michael Rosenau.
Oh, hello, Michael.
Danny Mizrahi.
Hello, Danny.
Susan, aka Katie Dagos. Marianne.
Hello, Marianne. Hello,
Sharon,
Susan.
who is a new name, says hello from Buckeye, Arizona. Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year and welcome.
Happy
Sharon.
New Year.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, it started already.
Is people already
Danny,
having fun?
my sister Danny says, you know you're old when you sneeze and you put your neck out, you sleep wrong and put your back out, you're one fart away from back surgery.
Yep.
And Lily says, that's what happens when you sit on a wallet full of money, you throw out the old hip.
Now, what happened to that New Year's resolution, Lily? I don't think it's realistic, by the way. Her New Year's resolution was that she was not going to be naughty any longer. But you're so fun when you're naughty, Lily. Okay, so I'm going to put these into little jars. Like the little breakfast jars. I'm going to use that because I'm going to do it as this week's treat for me. So my jars are here. Did a bit of tidying up.
God, tell her what you really said.
What?
Oh, every time we're on live and I open this cupboard,
Yes.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's so embarrassing because it wasn't looking organized, right? So I tidied it up. And I put all my jars on the top because I don't always use them. Anywho. So, I'm very excited for, to have cheesecake this week. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, it's really easy. You just make your crust, right? So I'm putting in think I'm going to go for 2 tablespoons.
Janine Green has arrived.
Hello, Janine. How are you?
And says Grandma's here.
Ah.
So, Janine, you shall henceforth be known as Grandma.
I have, yeah, even Louise, I think because Louise is also, in some of her usernames, she's also Grandma.
Grandma.
So we can say Grandma Browbuck and Grandma Green.
Grandma Green sounds like a Cluedo character.
Yeah, it rhymes quite nicely.
Grandma Green in the library with the lead pipe.
Yeah.
Lackey says, Chris, you love the lives to be all about you. You seem to have something wrong with you.
I'm just saying.
And then to you, she says, Mel, it's hard for Lily. Chris gives her too much material.
He does. I'm going to take a little bit out of here because I'm just a bit shy on my last one. And press that in. Oh, man. So in the short video, I did a berry cheesecake. So what I'm really hoping is that you can see, like with my recipes, you can take the base of my recipes, this recipe, let's talk about this one in particular. Take the base of it, you know, add your own flavored extracts and, you know, have a play around with the recipe. I did that lunchbox cheesecake, I think it's 2 years ago. And I had no idea people would love it so much, but they do. It's actually very popular. So I thought, you know what? We need to maybe shed a spotlight on that recipe if people are saying it's so good. So
I think it's really cold everywhere in the States. We've got everywhere from -48.
-48.
Yeah, chef's saying it's 12 degrees. Grandma Green saying it's 1 degree.
See, I can do 12 degrees. I actually quite like.
Don't think it's Celsius, darling. It's 12 Fahrenheit.
So Fahrenheit, yeah.
Chef, please confirm or deny.
No, it will be.
Maria.
Hello, Maria.
Now,
Maria's here.
Yes.
How are you, Maria? Maria is experimenting. Okay, so Maria wanted to make, or did make, the CK bread with almond flour, but she got an overpowering taste of baking powder, and I think so far I've only had 3 people say they can taste the baking powder. Right, so it's not enough for me to say, oh, this is a terrible recipe. I love the CK bread. I can't taste the baking powder, but I wanted to make sure that the recipe worked for them, because you know, you gotta love your bread and you go through all that trouble of getting the ingredients, baking it yourself, so you should get a fantastic result. So Maria has been playing around with the CK bread with almond flour to get rid of the baking powder taste, and I think she's almost there. So that's awesome. I think she loved everything about it. The only thing was, I think it was a little moist in the middle, and I think when we last spoke, we said that you know, you can have it dry out in the oven. But she's going to put less water in next time, so I'm very excited about that. Anywho, so crust done, boom. Crust done. It's just a little something. Let's move these aside.
Well, Maria said, hello, I finally found you.
Yay.
Lily says, I've made coconut CK flour cookies. I tested with the magic cookie and they were good. Wow.
And did you add half the, so CK flour requires 360 grams of almond flour. Did you use 180 grams of coconut flour? How did you do it?
Lily says she should change her name to the old grey mare, and that she is just a shy old lady. Yeah, and the checks in the mail.
I'm not getting that, you know.
And I'm not sarcastic.
I don't think.
What else? We really did land on the moon. All these other things, and Lily is a shy old lady.
Anyway, so with the crust, I added 50 grams of CK almond flour to a bowl, and then I added 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of melted butter and 1 tablespoon of black cocoa powder. Now, if you can't get or you don't have black cocoa powder, just use the cocoa powder you have. But next time, try and get a rich dark cocoa powder, something that says rich or something that says like Dutch cocoa powder. They're really good quality. So now for the actual cream cheese thingamabob, you need 120 grams of cream cheese, or 4 ounces, and we're going to soften this. So
My lovely sister Danny has just dropped us a big super thanks.
oh wow, thank you, Danny.
It says towards the price of Chris's back surgery. Thank you, Danny.
I don't know what's going on with us. I was pulling luggage a few months ago. I was pulling luggage and I hurt my whole side, and it was sore for quite some time.
Well, at least you were doing something.
And at least I know what I did. I'm just
I
saying.
literally sat down. I was sat down for a period of time. I stood up and bingo. Knackered old goat.
For those of you who don't want to use the microwave, please preheat your oven to 320 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 Celsius. You're going to bake your cheesecake, okay? You're going to bake your cheesecake for about 20 to 30 minutes. Could you stop hacking up a lung, please? Thank you.
I'll just try and die in peace, okay?
Yes.
I won't make a mess on the floor, I promise.
We are also going to have a story time after I get this out. Something major has happened to us this week, so which is the reason why there was no video. We just couldn't. There's authorities and police involved, so hang out for that, would you?
Wow, that's clickbait if ever I saw it. It didn't happen to us.
Well, I'm traumatized. I'm sorry, but I feel like it happened to me. So okay.
The comments are going to light up here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, police, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I finally got arrested for just my dirty ways.
Okay, 56 grams or 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. We're adding to the cream cheese. I'm going to add my eggs in last, but you will also need 4 tablespoons of powdered sweetener or something equivalent.
Oh, Joanne Hine has arrived.
Hello, Joanne.
Been a while since I was able to make a live. I will be listening. Hello,
That's
Joanne.
all right.
Welcome back. We have missed you.
Okay, and before 2 eggs, right? Before you add your eggs, give it a little whisking so those yolks are broken up already. And lastly, your vanilla extract.
And Ovana, Tom and Ovana Helen. I'm assuming this is Ovana.
Yes.
Hi, Mel and Chris. I'm finally here. Love seeing you guys. Kiss, kiss.
My friend, hugs. Thank you for coming.
Oh, Maria's from South Australia.
I know.
Speaking of which, where is my South Australian sister Michelle this week?
Probably just can't make it.
Unacceptable.
And
Unacceptable.
Ovana is from the same state as us.
I know.
I believe Queensland.
I sent bamboo fibre there, I believe.
Right. Okay, I'm just going to whisk this all together until it's one consistency. So, very easy. Make your crust if you want. If you don't want a crust, you don't have to make your crust. But you make sure your cream cheese is softened 10 to 15 seconds in the microwave. But then after that, you just add everything to the bowl. And you mix it up. It's real easy. I mean, I can see the attraction to get a nice cheesecake.
Lily says she threw hubby out the door, and he says it's just lovely out.
Did Lily say how cold or what the weather's like there with her?
No, I've just said it's lovely. Joanne said it's really cold in Westside Canada.
Winky too.
Danny says it's Fahrenheit. The chef says yes, Fahrenheit. So that's minus 11 Celsius where the chef is.
No.
So you can handle that, do you reckon?
No.
Miss, I'm going to put a hoodie on when it gets to 16 Fahrenheit.
I'm a cold person, but I actually like the cold. I like the cold because I like to put layers on. When you're hot, when you're warm, or when it's warm out, like air conditioning helps, but you kind of have to sit right under it. You can't do much else unless you have it right through the house, which I know a lot of us don't. What?
You like it when it's cold because you can layer. That's the biggest load of codswallop I think I've heard this year so far.
Okay, so tell me why I'm lying, please.
Because you don't like the cold. You complain when it's, and I'm doing inverted commas here, cold.
Everybody complains when it's cold. Why
But
shouldn't I be different?
Your cold, like I said, is when it gets to 16 degrees Celsius, you're like, ooh, can we put the heater on?
Yes.
It's not normal.
I think... Anyway. He's just being mean to me.
I'm not being mean. Kelly says, I actually just made the CK bread today and it was delicious as always. Not a hint of baking powder and well balanced.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. See, so you're like me, but you know, like I want the CK bread to work for everybody. Even like, you know, if people prefer a seeded bread, they should be able, you know what I mean? The recipe needs to be able to fit all tastes for me. So anyway, I'm going to microwave this for 30 seconds at a time, stirring in between. I think that's what the recipe said.
Kelly also said her non-keto husband said it was great. She made buns with it. It will be great for a sandwich or with my dinners.
Wow.
Very nice.
Does it, because to me it tasted like, you know, the regular store-bought white bread. It tastes like that to me, and that's like why I love it. I feel like I'm, you know, having naughty bread.
Michael says it's 20 degrees Celsius in Melbourne, perfect weather. Very nice. That's good for Melbourne, Michael. It's 30 degrees here and perfect sunshine.
Right. Yes.
Maria says, have you tried the yeast trial? It worked for me. Shall I put it up on the chat? Yeah, why not?
Yes, please put it up on the chat. And I think maybe I should do a video on it, I think. Because it's just a different way to make bread, right? So, I mean, everybody likes to try new things. So, yeah, put it up on the Facebook group, Cook with Mel chat group. And show them your lovely pictures. Her bread looks beautiful. Just beautiful. Anyway.
Maria also says she loves cheesecake.
If you do get a chance, Maria, oh, you love cheesecake, okay? If you get a chance, Maria, try to get the Pullman loaf. It's a pan, but with keto bread baking, oftentimes bread will turn out, you know, like how your crust has a little crack in the middle, and it's a little bit lopsided. The Pullman loaf fixes all of that. It comes out like cartoon bread, like how mine is in the video. So when you can, get yourself one. It's totally worth it. You'll always need it. Okay. So we are microwaving this mixture for a total of 90 seconds, right? We're cooking these eggs and making sure everything is incorporated well. I've got 30 more seconds to go. And of course, if you are baking, you would skip this step because this is our baking process in the microwave. So you're going to swap this whole thing out with baking it in the oven. Like I said before, preheated 320 Fahrenheit, 160 Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes. So if you're doing the oven method, once you've mixed this all together, you just add it to your container. 2 years ago, I just used one large lunchbox. It was a lunchbox cheesecake. So you don't have to use jars. Use what you have. It's fine.
Susan says, looks so delicious. I'll have to make this for my celiac hubby that loves cheesecake.
Yes.
Lily said, yes, I did 180 grams of coconut and had to use a bit more butter and a large egg.
Nice. I'm excited. That's exciting. I do have a few more recipes to do with the almond and chicken flour, but I'm keen to move on to try lupin and coconut flour, just so that I can put the variations in the description box for all the recipes. So it might be, add more butter or add more water, something simple. You'll see here, hope I can hold it. It starts solidifying on the sides. That's why I give it a good mix before, just to make sure it's rinsed.
Jojo Johnson's in the house.
Jojo!
Jojo says she's at work, just listening, finishing up to get out of here in 45 minutes.
Nice.
Hey Jojo. Chef says wow, Chef.
I did that on purpose.
You definitely did that on purpose.
No. Okay.
I didn't hear anybody ask
I need to stay elegant.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody ask for this, but he's stating that it's the best. Ghirardellis. I'm going to go with Ghirardellis. Ghirardellis? Ghirardelli. What the hell?
I don't know what you just spelled either.
Chef, this must be brothers, dude. You just literally throwing this out of nowhere. What is Ghirardellis? Lucky says, Danielle, I think he needs a hip replacement. Hey, Lucky's on my case today.
Good job. He deserves any kind of ribbing, so please, guys, feel free.
So unjustified. I've been well behaved today. Ethel Pierzinski is here.
Hello, Ethel. It's so nice to see you.
She says, yeah, I can watch the live because I'm stuck at home as we're experiencing freezing rain here on the Oregon coast. Hello to you all. Hello, Ethel. I hope you're staying warm.
Yeah.
Chef also says, hand Chris back has long landed in Missouri. Stop making me laugh, people. Auntie Judy can't wait for the story.
Yes.
Michael says there must have been a body in the freezer. The week without power must have allowed it to defrost. Susan says it's 24 degrees Fahrenheit right now and dropping here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Wow, that's cold.
Dallas.
That's cold for Dallas. Oh, Auntie Kathy's arrived. Hello family, Happy New Year. You had me at Cheesecake.
And is Auntie Chris here? How are you, Auntie Kathy?
I have not seen Auntie Chris this week.
Okay. That's unusual. I will check on her afterwards. All right.
Chef says Mel would make a great newscaster. Drop love hearts if you agree.
Oh yes, and if you are enjoying this video or this live show, hit the thumbs up and the. Okay, I can't show you inside because it's all going to topple over. But at the moment, it's runny, right? It's runny. That's why you've got to let it sit in the fridge, and that's why it's a really great lunchbox cheesecake or a cheesecake, a treat for the week. Stop your hacking, I'm talking. It's a good make ahead cheesecake. So we're not stopping here.
Thank you for your concern. Ron's Keto Cafe, Super Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Evening, Mel and Chris and friends. Hey, Ron.
How are you?
And Ivana says, yes, I'm in Brisbane, very close to Mel and Chris.
Okay, I need to break this up. So I'm just going to do that.
Can you do that? Now we'll catch up with some comments.
Okay.
Ron says, Oreo cheesecake, you naming it after my cat Oreo.
Ah, cute.
Jay Rogoff has arrived.
Hello, Jay.
Hello, Jay. Long time
Nice
no
and
see.
easy recipe for you.
Michael says, Lily, Chris hurt his back and hasn't got around to hiding the body. Look, this had nothing to, the whole situation that happened this week had nothing to do with me. Well, I involved myself in it, but it didn't start because of me. That's clickbait. Susan says, Ron, my husband is from Millis, Massachusetts, I'm assuming that is, MA. Ron lives in Leominster. Jay used to live in Buffalo, New York, not missing it. Grandma Green says, I like the cold because I like to complain.
Oh, there you go. I think that'll be my excuse.
Yeah, exactly like you. It's any excuse to have a good whinge. Kerry Whitbread is here.
Yay, how
Hello,
are you,
Kerry.
darling? How are you? I've been missing you this week, actually. All right, I'm just gonna put dollops full of crushed cookie in there.
Chef also says, hit that thumbs up before I forget. Maria says, oh, 16 degrees C is cold.
Thank
it's
you.
not.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tell people in Melbourne
Thank you.
that it's cold. Ron says he loves cheesecake. Kerry says, I found natural chocolate extract today. It smells so good.
Oh, wow. That would be nice.
And it's
Yum.
8:30 a.m. over there in Perth and 30 degrees already. Yeah.
Wow.
See, Western Australia and Queensland just have the best.
But
weather.
it is a dry heat in Perth, which I really appreciate. All right, so our cheesecake is cooked. I'm going to put this actually in the freezer so to speed it up. I'm going to do 5-minute stints because for me, 5 minutes in the freezer equates to 30 minutes in the refrigerator. So let's do it. Little help.
I'll let you do that and I'll read some more comments.
Okay,
So
go for
I'm
it.
Getting up with my knackered old hip. Ethel's cuddled in bed watching as the power has been out for over 4 hours so far. Maybe I can make the cheesecake later. It's cold here, 28 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Yikes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Maria says she'll buy you a Pullman pan.
Yeah, it's good. Especially if you can make that recipe work for you. And I know you're close, so yeah.
Chef said I said it right the second time. I can't remember how I...
You said it the first
I
or
said
the
it.
second time.
Yeah, but anyway, it's the best chocolate ever, and cocoa powder and dark chocolate powder. Lily says she seconds what the chef said about the chocolate. Auntie Judy has dropped a bunch of love hearts and thumbs up.
Yay, thank you, Auntie.
Becky Nelson is here. I'm here.
Becky.
but washing the dishes so I can make something.
Yeah, right. So like you don't have to. Just like I love watching live shows when I'm doing chores. It just keeps my brain occupied. So yeah.
And look, we just need to note that that's twice in a row that Becky's managed to make it before.
Look, it's a new year.
Before the last 3 minutes.
It's a new year. So, you know, things are changing.
The newscaster comment was about the gossip, says Chef. Not about your general mannerism. He was talking about your gossip.
Oh, right, yes. So,
Becky says they have less than 20 degrees Fahrenheit with several inches of snow coming down hard. Susan's asking, could you bake this in the oven in a spring pan?
yes, 320 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm saying 20 to 30 minutes because if you use little containers, they're going to bake faster, right? But if you do it in, say, maybe a 6-inch springform pan, it's going to need about 30 minutes. So just keep an eye on it and it'll be fine. So let's see. And I'm going to say also cover your springform pan or whatever you're using with foil. So if you, some people like, you know, the burnt thing, don't cover with foil in that case. But if you want everything to be uniform in color and no film on top, cover with foil. So I hope I wasn't rambling on there. Please let me know if I need to repeat that.
Rambling? That's my job.
That's my point.
My sister Danny says, Chris, you do realise the only reason she's not snapping at you is because she's trying to say hi to the rest of us. Lol, you're digging yourself a mighty deep pit. Exactly.
And then I only remember when I watched the live back and I was like, oh, what did you mean by that? So I don't, is there any more comments?
Excuse me.
Oh God. Could you stop being sick, please?
Just a few. Danny also said Diesel's fur froze around his face while we were playing.
Oh.
Lucky says, you two are the best weekly soap opera. Jennifer Fine is here.
Oh, hello, Jen. How are you, doll?
Hey, Jen, nice to see you. Michael says, Danny, Chris has dug many deep holes. Maybe the cops noticed. And on that note, do you want to tell your story?
Yes. So, Chris and I, we didn't have the TV going, did we?
We were putting up IKEA flat packs.
And this was early in the week, wasn't it? Do you know what day that was? I'm gonna guess Monday.
I can tell you it was Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday.
Around about 8 p.m. on Tuesday.
Okay, so 8 p.m. on Tuesday, we were just sitting here in the living room, family room, chatting. And somehow both of us we had a break in conversation. We stopped talking and then heard a distressed female voice outside. Then we heard a male swearing, you know, the F word and all kinds of things. And we thought, no, that's not a party. That's not somebody, you know, having an argument, regular argument anyway. It just sounded next level. So we went outside only to find these youngsters. There were 2 girls in front of us, and then but they were looking down the road. So we went to go and see. Well, we didn't. We just went at the end of our driveway. We didn't go anywhere close. Several boys, about 17, 18 years old, had surrounded one boy, and they attacked him. One big punch, and the boy was out cold. They then proceeded to start kicking and continue punching. So I yelled out. I was like a fishwife. I was like, hey! Trying to stop them because, I mean, if the boy falls down, what are you doing? Why are you hitting him hitting him again? You know what I mean? It's just, no. Whatever he did, that one punch was enough. So I was yelling and Chris called the police. And while the police were on their way, they were really quick. They took about 2 minutes to get there. But the boy who was unconscious now, his friends had turned up and made a circle around him to, you know, kind of protect him. In the meantime, the boys who actually were violent, they shot off in all kinds of directions. And and then the police turned up and the ambulance turned up and the boys' parents turned up, and it was very, very tense. The parents were beside themselves, as you can imagine.
Well, the stepfather turned up with a baseball bat.
Yes, the father turned up with a baseball bat, ready to defend his son.
Yeah.
AKA 10 minutes too late. So we spent. So the police, because we were the second people on scene who weren't involved in the situation, we gave an initial statement to the police that night. Came in, we were absolutely exhausted, traumatized and exhausted. We came in, well, it was about 10:30 and, you know, got ready for bed and went to bed. The next day, we were with the neighbors. You know, people thought that there was more lightning, another storm coming, you know, with the police lights flashing. Because like you guys have seen my house, a lot of people have their living rooms and family rooms in the back of the house. So when you see like lights flashing from a distance, it doesn't look like what it is. And that's why Chris and I were first. I think it's only because we heard those distressed voices. And the next day we were with the neighbors trying to just, you know, we were just trying to all console each other because it does not happen. You know, we live in a very nice neighborhood and it's sort of middle class, would you say? Middle class. The houses range from about $700,000 to 1.5 to 3 million. So it's not a low, you know, socio-economic area at all. These boys, they came from somewhere else in any case. So the daughter of our neighbor, that's the daughter of our neighbor knows all these boys, and which is why they were in our area in the first place. So yeah. And then
you know they're calling it a love triangle or a lover's tryst.
Yes,
in the
well,
media?
it is, isn't it? Backstory to this is that this young girl, the neighbor's daughter, is apparently, I don't know how true it is, but apparently pregnant.
You must say allegedly.
Allegedly.
That absolves you of all legal responsibility, allegedly.
Allegedly, she is pregnant by her boyfriend, and the boyfriend is the guy who was lying unconscious, right? She's pregnant by her boyfriend. That's all good, but went on a date with some other guy, and she's letting them stay in her house. The boyfriend then got upset and then turned up to the house for a one-on-one fight with the so-called flavor of the week. I don't know, would you, the guy, yeah. So
he came looking for violence and he got met with
he came
more than what he bargained for.
I can understand it though, because like if she wasn't pregnant then, he could just say, you know, whatever, you've made your choice, see ya. But then she's carrying his baby, so he's kind of got to go the full hog. Here's the thing. He turned up to the house not realizing that this flavor of the month or current date had several boys in the house with him. They gave chase, he ran, they caught him down the street from us. It's about 4 houses or 60 meters. I don't know what's the conversion.
Yeah, it's about 50, 60 meters.
To feet.
I don't know either.
120 feet maybe? More. It should be more. I think it's 3 times. Anyway. Caught him down there, and then that first story ensued. We then spent 3 hours at the police station on the Wednesday. Remember, this is all taking up our filming time. We stick to we kind of have a rigid schedule in our week, but we've set one up to try and make sure we stay on time. So the Wednesday was being with the neighbors in the day, because one guy was really shaken up. He thought they were going to chase him because he was first on scene, and he was telling them that's enough, but he got a fright and he ran into the house. Now he's an elderly guy and he's not well to begin with, so the next day was with maybe 6 houses worth of neighbors, and in the evening we had to go and sit with the police. So yeah, and then I was on the news. I was on the 6 o'clock news, people, saying that our neighborhood's really traumatized and it was horrific experience. And what was the other clip? I said that the boy was lying unconscious. He looked dead to me, and I was like, and Chris was already calling, and I was like, call the police. So
he didn't move at all.
No, he didn't.
I mean, all it does take is one punch to kill somebody.
He was only revived when the ambulance, the paramedics revived him. That's how I knew he wasn't dead. But that was a bit later. The whole shock of potentially seeing a dead body in your street. Yeah.
Well, it was a good 15 minutes before he moved, and the weird thing was because when you get hit in the head, and trust me from experience on this, you sometimes lose.
Cheesecake. Sorry. They're perfect. Sorry, I will. I'm sorry to break your word.
I'll wait till you're done.
Okay.
That looks nice.
Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, go for it.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was going to say that the weird thing was, I'll wait till you're done, and then I don't have to stop.
You won't. If I'm not prepared to show some visual things, you need to come and sit here because people can listen and hear what you're saying. Oh, okay. They're jiggly because anyway.
How long was that? About 10 minutes?
Yeah. I'm just going to push that down. Anyway, carry on.
When you get hit in the head, you can lose memory of what happened up to getting hit in the head, like, the period of time just before.
Like a concussion?
Yeah. So the last thing that he probably remembers is being on his way to start a fight. And then when he woke up, because he woke up with all these police and ambulance things around him, he went ballistic. Because he would have remembered,
he was,
I'm on my way to fight, and now I'm surrounded by police. Oh, what the heck,
Yes.
And apparently they had to put him in an induced coma because he kept waking up and trying to fight everybody. Because that's the last thing that he remembers before he got knocked out. Danny says, OMG, can you imagine Mel watching the playback? Chris doesn't even remember what he said. She just walks up and brain dusts him.
What? I What did I do?
Because if you miss stuff and then you play it back,
Yeah.
Danny's still on this train that I'm about to get clocked.
No.
And you're only being decent because you're on TV.
No, we do not do violence in this house. We can use our words.
We hit each other with words.
But, once they're jiggly now and they are edible. Once you have, how can I say? Like a jiggly cheesecake, that kind of consistency. Once you've hit that, they are ready. And I think it's going to take about an hour in the refrigerator. It's best to have them sitting like this overnight, just to, have that surety. But then I'm going to whip up some cream, fill them about up to, say, there. And then my little Oreo biscuits are going to go on top. So there's your Oreo cheesecake. I mean, I'm very excited about this week. The other thing that's happening with us, or happened this week, was, I'm not sure if you know, but we had a tornado rip through very close to us, but through the area. We were not quite in the eye, therefore, we only had like things around the property damaged, like the fencing and stuff like that. But we were without power for 4 days, which means that all my meal prepping's gone, and I have been cooking like a crazy person, trying to replace, the food that I've lost. So it's just basically, I like a lot of bread in my freezer, so it's just the CK bread, things like that. And then I did a peanut butter bread, the big loaf, because I like the variation of it. It's lovely with sugar-free jam. So I'm a person, I can't eat the same thing every day. Like, I like variety, I get bored. So that's what I've been doing as well. There you go. And honestly, meal prepping, it helps me to focus on what I'm doing. Like, I love experimenting with food, and then to stop and having to make dinner to do that, no. I could just have my dinner ready. So I just want to get it all out the way. Any comments?
Yeah. Excuse me. Vanda says, oh my, that is a terrible thing to see, Mel.
Yeah.
Kerry says, just got home from work, had a shower, listening at 1.5 speed, so chipmunk mode again.
Oh, yes.
I haven't been in the group much this week since I've been doing long shifts at work, but it's okay.
Oh, it's okay, yeah.
Hopefully you do get a break.
But you just know that you are missed, so.
Susan said, had to rewind to hear all the story. Oh my goodness, Mel and Chris, terrifying, really? Blackie says, the weekly soap opera has turned into a Mexican novella.
Showdown.
Michael says, boys, useless. Becky Nelson has dropped us a big super thanks.
Thank you
Or
so
super
much.
sticker, super chat. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
Lily
And Danielle.
says, did you have your Cook with Mel apron on when you appeared on the TV? Free advertising.
Who said that?
Lily.
That was Jean. Why didn't I do that?
Everyone's a customer.
But I haven't blurred out my face. But you guys know me, right? You know my accent, you know my hair, I was wearing this shirt, but I don't know. I don't have a way of checking or sending a link to that clip. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find one. Blackie says, Lily, so true, missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Michael says it was a missed opportunity. Lily says, oh, I am so bad, sorry. Blackie says, Lily, we love your kind of bad.
Yeah, but the thing is like when you are traumatized in that way, how can I say, your brain skips a beat.
There was so much going on though, there was police here, there was detectives, like crime scene police. Obviously medical and things. There was people going door to door, taking...
The stepdad came over as well, of the boy who was unconscious. So we had a chat with him as well. So, oh yeah, it was a lot.
And then the media were crawling all over here like...
Oh God, yes.
Like lunatics. Especially that one, won't say what channel she was from.
Yeah, but she was definitely paparazzi
I
type.
haven't met somebody so arrogant in a very, very long time.
But she was forceful, you know, like, oh, just give me what I want. I want you to appear on a camera for me again. And I was like, no, sorry, I've done it for one person. It was hard enough telling the story once. I'm not doing it again.
Black Star is here.
Hello, Black
and
Star.
watching. Lucky says, I'm assuming this is in response to you saying we don't do violence. She says, only threats of violence, Mel. Ooh. Daddy's got to go. Excellent witness. Got to call and give him my statement. Love you all. No one hurt, just damaged his equipment.
Okay, but I'll text you.
Sounds a bit sus. Grandma Green.
Yeah.
Chris, you should drink a hot toddy for the cough with lots of rum. Imagine the fun during the live as you get more and more.
Oh,
more and more south. I'm assuming that means more and more drunk off the toddy.
Oh, but the toddy, I made a whiskey one because we've had a little bit of whiskey sitting in the cupboard for about 2 years. And I thought of a toddy, so I made one, you know, with lemon, ginger, and the whiskey. But I cooked it down, and when you cook it down, you don't get drunk from it because the alcohol evaporates, doesn't it? Well, did you get drunk?
No. So, long story short, because I had a cough on last week's live.
Yeah.
Because I was starting to get sick then. This week, I have had cough medicine, cough drops, throat lozenges, antibiotics, hot toddies, you name it. There are a whole lot. All it's done is make the phlegm mad. That's all it's done. It hasn't cleared up anything. It just made it mad.
Here's my theory though. If you didn't take those things, you'd probably be at stage 1 still. Because all those things are trying to make you well, right? So you need
I wonder sometimes.
You need to hack up whatever you're hacking.
Well, I've still got one lung left, so we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Susan says 6 o'clock news. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Lily says...
And not for a good reason.
No, exactly. It wasn't for anything good.
Yeah.
Lily says, no, Mel, warm up your bread and drizzle a bit of syrup on it. I'm not sure what that was in... I can't remember what you said.
The bread that I've been meal prepping.
Ah, right.
Yep.
Maria says, thank you for a wonderful morning.
You're welcome.
Danny Amizrahi
I hope you come back and just, you know, come join us. We're just a bunch of friends. We chat and while I do something with my hands. So, yeah, come along. Again, I hope you do. Danny, sorry.
Danny says, Janine, I'm with you on the hot toddy with the rum. Let's have a party heck at Saturday night. Yeah, that might be let's do a slightly tipsy live one day. You guys got to remember that it's 10 o'clock in the morning here when we start, so I think that just brings about a whole other series of life choices.
If you're drinking at 10 a.m. in the morning,
I'm not unhappy in my marriage.
well, you could be faking it.
I could be.
Yeah.
14 years, I could still be faking it. Lily says, my neighbour's daughter was 4 years old and got lost in the woods. We all went out to hunt and I was afraid of what we might see. Yeah, that would be scary. 4 years old, that's pretty terrible. But either way, whether a human or an animal was involved, you're not going to find anything good. That would be really traumatizing.
But hopefully they found her quick enough and she was all right.
Deanie Robinson is here, says sorry to be so late.
Hi, Deanie.
Susan says, my family makes hot toddies with bourbon, lemon and honey, works wonders with a cough. That's exactly
what I did.
Had.
Except I did whiskey, didn't I? What did I do?
It was bourbon.
It was bourbon.
Yep.
So what's bourbon? Is bourbon rum?
Bourbon is sour. It is a form of whiskey, yeah.
Oh, is it a form of rum?
No, it's a form of whiskey. It says on the bottle.
Oh, you know, the bottle is, it really was the last of that bottle.
Right.
So I think I tracked it. Otherwise I would have shown them.
I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me on this, that bourbon is sour mash whiskey. I can't remember.
Sorry, we're a bit novices with alcohol, so.
Yeah, I've never, in all the years of drinking, never really looked at it and gone, oh, I wonder what's in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but you do get people who are, you know, they know the differences and stuff. We're just not those people.
Well, those people are connoisseurs. We are not connoisseurs.
Or not, yeah, but they might just take an interest, you know, in what's the differences.
Yeah, no.
Any more comments?
A couple here. So Kerry says, Mel, you can make a claim with your power company, get your food replaced. Yep, we've already done that.
They've let people know here in Queensland where to go and stuff like that. Yeah. It's $300-400 is a drop in the ocean of what we've lost in terms of, we have 3 freezers. So $300-400 might cover a little bit, but you know, every little bit helps. So yeah, I get it. Thank you, Kerry. But yeah, I was thinking it's more like $1,500 that we lost, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it's an insurance claim at that point because it wasn't the power company's fault.
Yeah.
That the power went out.
They were so good though, the power company.
Yeah, awesome.
Fast, efficient. Even though, okay, yes, we took 4 days to get our power. And some people, like after a week and a half, they still didn't have power. But you know, there were trees, roads blocked off, trees, broken trees everywhere. So the roads were messy. The first thing they did was clear the roads so people could get to places. And were quick, smart, did a few suburbs a day. They were really efficient, really good.
Big shout out. I mean, we're
big shout out to them.
2 weeks, give or take, 3 weeks after the event, and there's still some mess around, but man, they've done an awesome job with the cleanup. Yeah,
well, the mess is now in piles and to the side of the road, like beyond the curb. If there's a grass patch there, like big grass patch, they've used that to, you know, collect everything. It's really good.
Michael says, missed chance to have Irish coffee with that whiskey. No, Michael, I did not miss a chance.
He doesn't drink coffee though. I'm the coffeeholic.
No, but I have Baileys in my hot chocolate, and that does the trick.
Right.
It's a very similar thing. Lily says, to cure a stuffy nose, my grandmother used to smear butter on bread and smash garlic on it and made us eat that. Oh, so garlic's not just for vampires.
No, garlic, there's a lot of good properties.
Medicinal properties.
Medicinal properties with garlic. And any more comments? Because I have one more final tip for you.
Okay, just a couple of quick ones. Lackey says, who said you can't drink at 10 a.m.? Michael says, it's nighttime somewhere in the world at 10 a.m.
I love it. Yes. It's somebody's birthday somewhere in the world. So therefore, cheers.
Kelly says, agree, Lackey. And Susan says, nighttime here, enjoying my vodka. So,
good on you. My final tip is, if you have made my hot chocolate mix, you can make a hot chocolate cheesecake. And I'm seriously thinking about doing a video. The hot chocolate together with the cream cheese and cheesecake mixture is absolutely stunning. And so with that, we shall say sayonara. This is Chris and Mel signing out, and we'll see you real soon. Have a great day and have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Evening. Bye.